Annabelle's ready.
Welcome. I cannot get this thing to be straight. I've been fighting with it for a while.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, now it's straight. But for a while, it was not straight at all.
Well, you know, straight, not straight. It doesn't matter. It's all good.
That's true. It doesn't matter. You can be whatever shape and way you want to be.
That's right. Hi, guys.
So, good morning.
What's going on?
Happy Wake and Bake. Happy Thursday.
Thursday.
The last day that the Lionsgate portal is open. So, lots of change and transformation and needing to step it up to the plate. And
we're celebrating it with bacon.
We're not celebrating the Lionsgate portal specifically with bacon, but we're celebrating today with bacon.
It all works out.
That's
like
true.
Lions,
Step up the
bacon,
courage, go kill the hunt the things that you want. Go after the things like you would a lion like
a lion.
Go after your dreams like a lion would hunt their food so you can take home the bacon.
Wow.
Boom. That's what I was looking for. I was trying to make all that connect and whatnot. So anyways, before we get started, we have all kinds of beautiful goodies. Shout out to Can I Hit This for using your Bob Marley tray. I have a whole nature theme going on right now.
Because Bob Marley, nature.
Yeah. What happened to the ashtray?
I'm not sure. I don't remember there being an ashtray. I don't want to use
this rolling tray as an ashtray.
Oh, well, I was, because it was the only thing around, so I thought that's
okay, well, you can, no, it wasn't, but it's okay. I guess we will now.
We can clean things.
We can clean things.
Cleansed.
Speaking of cleanse, that's what I was getting ready to do.
Speaking of cleansing, it is fence.
So, A Meaningful Dream, my business, my personal business that I own, I create these higher consciousness bundles, which is what these are here. They're made of hemp, lavender, chamomile, blue lotus, patchouli, and non-champa, and it's inspired by the show. And I created it in order to help you invoke your higher consciousness, but also to capture the essence of what I think higher consciousness is. I put the patchouli and non-champa in there to represent Dave and I. So what we're doing is we're just gonna cleanse the space and open it up so we can have a great wake and bake. I open up this space and ask our spirit guides and our ancestors and all of those who would like to be here with us today that are aligned in our highest good to be here with us while we converse and have this wake and bake. May we open the hearts and the minds and the perspective of others, and may this be a safe space for the remainder of the show. And may many of you enjoy what we have to say too. And feel a little bit of the cleanse. I was just trying to figure out, where's the camera?
No, you think the camera's in the center.
And it's not.
But it's not, because it's off to one side, obviously.
All right.
So, we've got, obviously, this tall-ass wooden bong here that we have been kind of dancing around.
Which, by the way, I meant to show you. So here, I'm going to take this. It's just really cool. The guy who built this took this so you can take it out. You know what? One of the girls, so I went on a retreat over the weekend, and I brought this with me. When you flip it over, it's a fucking table leg.
It's funny because
I never noticed that until she said
I'll be honest with you. I didn't notice that at all, and I had the thought that looks like a table leg before you even said it, and that's why I flipped it upside down because I was like, I think that might be a table leg.
Yeah. So isn't that so cool?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
And then it's like, wow, of course this is such a
The whole time
bong.
I was just thinking someone just carved that up.
I thought so too. And then they just, created the bong. No, so I found this woodworker, and this was a one-off thing. He hasn't sold another one since, at least from what I've seen. And I found him on Etsy, and I wanted this. Yeah, I think this part. Yeah,
it kind of looked like
it's a gorgeous wood piece. It's I have a thing for wood, especially beautiful wood, and I saw this. And I was like, oh my god, I have to have this. This is such a really cool, I could use this for ceremonies and stuff, which is why I brought it to the women's retreat. but it's a fucking table leg. So I love that it's like a repurposed bong, but it's so unique and different. So anyway, so we're smoking Sunshine right now, which is really great. I'm really happy. I find
that for a wake and bake.
Yeah, it's great for a wake and bake. I really love Sunshine. I feel like it's becoming one of my favorite strains.
Well, it's always been one of my favorite things because, you know, without Sunshine, it's pretty dark. So, you're welcome.
Wow.
That was a great joke.
You're so handsome.
It
was a great joke. It was such a dad.
That would be that's such a horrible thing to say to someone who just told a joke.
What? That's such a dad joke?
No, instead of you're funny. You're just so handsome.
You're just so handsome.
Like, can you imagine? What'd you think of my set? Oh, you're just so handsome. Oh, thanks. So it wasn't funny. I see.
That doesn't mean that it wasn't funny.
No, I meant it to be kind of stupid and not funny.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to use this real quick, too. So we have...
Protect the bacon.
I'm going to use my Libra Luna Essence because the moon is in Libra today. So the mantra for this is I am sweet harmony. I am sweet harmony. I am sweet harmony. Boop.
Careful.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Boop, boop.
My phone is used to these types of
It's my
things.
phone.
I know it. I'm not saying
I was just saying it's my phone.
I'm just saying be careful. You don't want to
yes.
damage it too much.
I won't.
Bake
okay.
them.
So no, put it down. We're gonna do a blessing. Okay, and then you can speak.
Oh.
Wow.
Whoa.
Because I can tell.
Barely married a couple of
I didn't mean it like that. I was just like, I'm just trying to. I want to get moving, and I keep getting distracted, and you keep getting distracted.
That was so awesome. All right, let's go.
Because we smoked before this, because we needed to wake up. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Let's take a deep breath. Bless you, Mary Jane and Bacon. Thank you for being here with us today. And thank you for allowing us to share our thoughts and our theories and our own perspectives of the universe and life and all of the beauty that goes with it. May those who are listening or watching, whether now or later, open their hearts and their minds and their perspectives to new feelings, to new thoughts, and new knowledge. May we have a good and fun glide along the cosmic wave with Mary Jane, and may it be a dope show, and so dope it be.
So dope it be.
All right. Okay. I feel like I've been talking a lot, so I think you should begin.
I should talk now?
Yeah.
But I want to eat bacon. I'm just joking.
I brought this Ramdam.
Ramdam.
The Ramdam.
Ramdam.
I thought it would be fun. Actually, here. I'm going to take a hit of this.
I was going to say, we just blessed it. Somebody got to hit it. Somebody going to hit it.
Gosh, this is so smooth.
This bacon's actually really good.
I know. I can't wait to have a piece.
I didn't think it would be that good because, like, I don't know if you all have this issue with your bacon when you're frying it.
Wow, it's so good.
Parts of it, lay flat on the frying pan, and parts of it bubble up and don't touch the frying pan, so they don't cook as evenly, right? And sometimes that's a big issue. Sometimes it's not that big of an issue because sometimes your bacon lays flat. This time it was super crunchy or like crinkly, and I was having trouble getting it to lay flat, but it's actually quite evenly cooked. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of it.
I think you did great.
I've always had this idea of doing bacon on the show because I thought it would be fun to do a bacon with bacon. Wake and bake with bacon. Yeah.
So I brought this Ram Dass book, Be Here Now, which is a great book.
Be Here
I
Now,
haven't been able to fully read it yet, but I've been able to read it here and there. And he has some excerpts in the middle, these brown pages with some advice and other things. So I thought it would be fun since you have really gotten into Ram Dass lately. We've been talking a lot about him. I know it's a very smooth, very straight to the throat. So just be careful with it, but it's great. So I figured one of us could flip through this and read off what one of his things say. We can maybe break it down, and we can use it as like a general advice thing for those who are listening and watching.
Spoke you out of the leg of a chair, probably.
Here, well, there's a chair. on the cover.
Whoa.
So,
All right, ready? I'm going to intuitively choose a parish on the zipbook. Ooh, and it's a naked lady. It says, all you can do is honor her and love her, because if you say, wow, lady, I know who you are, you're the keeper of this reform school.
You have to be good.
I'm sorry. I gotta speak up because you're coughing.
Part of it.
I know.
But I was having a hard time just hearing you. So
Okay.
project.
All you can do is honor. Not that loud?
No.
Oh, okay. All you can do is honor her and love her, because if you say, wow, lady, I know who you are the keeper of this reformed school. Can't have her, can't reject her, can't live with her, can't put her away. Just honor and honor her. Divine Mother, you've got to worship her. And she becomes so exquisite, and she's pulling you, and that's really something. Interesting.
And you got the card worship this morning, too.
I did. I got High Priestess yesterday, too.
Honor me, worship me. That's what I'm saying. I'm just kidding.
That's one interpretation, I suppose.
Oh my god.
This bacon's freaking awesome.
It is amazing. So let's break this down. What do you think this means, baby, since you were the one that read it first? Or read it and chose it for us.
I don't know. I think the consciousness at the moment is going through a shift from more of a male-driven consciousness to a female-driven consciousness, and we're in the midst of it.
In the midst of that transition?
Right. And I think what it really means is
going back to
people, going back to more of a intuitive and, emotionally connected, because you could say like an emotional, way of living, but it's not emotional per se. It's just being connected to your emotions in a way that you can use them to reflect upon your life and to really get at the root of a lot of things that are causing struggle in your life or suffering. And I think that's sort of the goal of the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, is to reveal, those emotional anchors within one's consciousness that are holding you back from truly becoming the manifesting master that I think we all are capable of being.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Beautiful. I love that you pulled
bacon.
This. Wow. Oh my god. It's funny that you pulled this, and I just spent the weekend at a women's retreat.
It's true.
Honoring the Divine Mother, honoring the Divine Feminine within us.
Pleasure in that. I can go that far.
We didn't do that.
I'm just saying, in a spiritual way, not a physical way.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely was very spiritual for sure. So, my favorite part of this whole thing, it says all you can do is honor her and love her, because if you say, "Wow, lady, I know who you are. You're the keeper of this reform school," so it's almost kind of saying like, you can't put bounds or limitations on the Divine Mother. All you can do is just love her for who she is and honor her for who she is and appreciate the fact that she is the creator. She holds the power to create and to destroy, which is essentially what this earth here does, our Mother Earth. That's what, the moon does for us. She allows us, it's funny because I don't think people would see the moon as like the creator and destroyer, but she, illuminates the subconscious. So she creates paths for us by shining her light, but she can also destroy things too by shining that light. Mm-hmm. Because she breaks illusions or creates said illusions, or just helps you dive deeper into that. Mm-hmm. So you can't have her, you can't reject her, you can't live with her, you can't put her away. Like you can't again, she's bound, she's not bound to anything or to anyone. She is her own being. She is her own essence,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody can have her, own her. She's within her power and free will to know that she is free. That she knows too that she is also and she's connected, but she's also connected to everything and everyone. And I feel like that's where
Even Bob Marley.
Even Bob Marley. I mean, Bob Marley had to come through a mother. That's the thing. It's like we all came through mothers. That's the only way that we could have come through here. So, even just thinking of that alone, like we've all came through mothers in some way, shape, or form. However you want to, define that mother, I think is up to you. But, we all have the mother within us too. That's a part of the opposite aspect of ourselves to create that harmony. So, it's just saying like you have to worship. Oh my God, it makes me feel like.
Oh my God.
It's talking about worshiping both aspects. Worshiping the Divine Mother means that you also worship the Divine Mother within you. So you give yourself love. You honor yourself for where you are. Like you were mentioning, you're honoring your emotions. You acknowledge your emotions. You give space to them. You nurture them. You also, work on yourself through self-care, through growth, through transmutation.
Well, and being honest about the way you feel about things, I think one of the major practices within self-actualization is go tracing back your emotional traumas, the parts of your childhood that stick out to you, that you remember, the memories that are very vivid to you, and try to go back into that space without bringing it forward, because you can do that, so you got to watch that, but having more of an understanding of why you're attached to that, like being honest with yourself. Why do I feel like I'm traumatized by that experience I had when I was in 4th grade? Like what about that do I still feel like I'm afraid of, or I'm carrying, right? And the more honest you are with yourself, I think more effective you're going to be at releasing that trauma, and it is no longer part of you.
Yes.
It will forever, I think, be part of you, but it's going to be it's not going to bring you down anymore, right?
That's a new story.
Yeah, you're rewriting the story, right?
Perspective.
The reform school.
Yeah.
So.
It was fun. I enjoyed
Interesting. Ram Dass.
Did you like doing that?
Cool dude, that Ram Dass.
Did you like doing that?
Yeah. I enjoyed that book. I actually would like to go through and just like read it page by page.
I know.
To be honest with you.
I do too. I started to, but then I got
doozy.
Distracted. It's a
doozy
book.
of a book, and I must say I have an issue with reading.
So this is gonna challenge you.
It's not that I can't read, folks. It's that it makes me sleepy. I read like for maybe 10-15 minutes, and I'm just dozing and like falling asleep.
See, I don't. I wish
it has to be like really intense.
I wish that.
In order for me to, oh my God, and then what happened? Oh my God, and then what happened?
Well, maybe it's just like you haven't found like the thing. Maybe this would be the thing.
Maybe it is that. Maybe it's the thing. I mean, I would say I love comics. Comics is kind of one of my things.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the back part's a cookbook.
It's a cookbook in the back?
A cookbook for life.
Secco, waka, gecko, what?
For a sacred life.
Oh, it's like a recipe for a sacred life, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Man, there's no more bacon. We ate that so fast.
You ate most of it.
No.
Uh-huh.
How many pieces did you have?
Like 3.
Yeah, each person had 3 pieces. So, don't say.
I don't know how many there were before, so
6.
I don't know.
There were 6.
I don't know if I believe you.
There's
a slight
3 pieces of bacon.
There's like a micro smile
3
I saw
pieces
there.
of bacon cut in half equals 6 pieces of bacon. So that equals 3 each person, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way my math works. Then again, Liz has her own way of thinking. So, got Liz math over here.
I do have my own way of thinking, yes. Okay, whatever. If you say so, Dave. Anyway.
1 + 1 is 3 with magic.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. Oh my god. Okay.
Death from a bone alert, by the way.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep.
That's dope. I'm good. I'm like very high right now.
Well, you know.
I mean, I could get more high, but like I'm on that threshold of like maybe a little.
Just take a nap later.
I don't want to take a nap though. I'm awake. I'm awake. I want to do things.
That's what I did yesterday.
I want to keep the conversation going because we only have 10 more minutes left here.
Oh no!
Yeah. So, one other thing. So since we were talking all about the Divine Mother, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about the retreat that I just went on because I think that encompasses all. And do you guys remember Chelsea from our psychedelic episode, our Christmas psychedelic episode?
The mushroom girl?
Yeah.
Oh,
well, and the ayahuasca girl, she talked about her ayahuasca.
But I was more
and mushroom. Well, it's because you're a lover, an advocate of mushrooms.
And how it's like fucking like Christmas. Like that's what Christmas is. It's a mushroom.
That's what Christmas is a mushroom.
Yeah, everybody should be giving mushrooms to everybody. Psychedelic Christmas.
Yeah.
Psychedelic Christmas.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, go.
Oh my god.
We're running out of time. Go.
I know. So anyway, Chelsea was the one who led this retreat and put this together. It was, she's been holding sister circles for a while, and I've been attending, and they've been very, they've been kind of invite only for a little bit because she's just getting started, but I feel like she might expand here soon, but we'll see. I'm not entirely sure. I can't speak for Chelsea, but expand can mean so many things.
Yeah, you watch yourself.
But she led this retreat, and it was out by the Rifle River, so we were in like about 3 hours north of where we are here, and it was a lovely time. We all camped and had our own tents, and we all shared, and yeah, it was. We went through the maiden river ceremony. And so basically we honored the Divine Mother and the Divine Feminine, and we went over like the inner child, which was a session that I led as a meaningful dream, which was so much fun to do.
Cootie catchers.
Yeah, we like went a little nostalgic, and we talked about what the inner child was, and we made cootie catchers, and we had like so many different synchronistic moments.
Cootie catchers.
So great. No, it was
blessings.
You should follow Meaningful Dream and Chelsea's Wild Woman Wanderess, so you can read more information about that, about both those things in more detail. And then we went through the Maiden, where we talked and discussed like the cycle of the Maiden, who she is, and which is like the younger part of ourselves. It's not quite the inner child. It's not quite like a teen per se. It's kind of like a teen, I would say. Like an older teen. Yeah, like a young adult. And like that phase. Yeah, I would say young adult for sure.
Yeah.
And then went through like a baptismal kind of like, I don't want to say, it was more of a blessing ceremony with the river and these herbs and all these other, this beautiful concoction. Oh my God, it was just like everything about it was just, we had so many synchronistic moments the whole time. It was insane. Then we went through the mother and went through a womb shop, which was definitely very healing and very enlightening. And so we talked about, the phase of being a mother with the divine feminine, and that's like what, this was specifically talking about. And that was actually the longest session, and it was one of the more heavier sessions, without going into too much detail, because there is just so much trauma around the divine mother and around the divine like that specific area. There's a lot of trauma within, I think, all of those things for sure, because there were healing moments through every single session. I cried so much over the weekend, and I think we all did a little bit, but it was an opportunity for, I think, many of us to really, I think, see the impact of how the divine mother within us really truly lives and exists, but then also seeing the connection within the divine mother within the rest of us. Like, there were so many moments where we had similar, I think, stories or things, and it's just like the traumas are not all that different, or we are not all that different at the end of the day. So it Chelsea is really good about creating space for people, and so she really created that space. And so we went through that, and then we went through the crone session, and that was a lot of fun. A couple of us had I had to purge because of it, because the energy was just a lot. It was just a lot of energy. It was so much energy. I had to like purge at the end of the crone session. Like it was an energetic purge, but I almost thought I was gonna puke, and I didn't. And I'm glad. I like almost kind of wish I would have, but like my body wouldn't. It was just so. It was a really. Yeah, and then it was just, oh my God, I could like talk about it for like hours and days. But basically, I definitely feel like I came back as a changed.
Talked about it for hours when you came back.
Yeah, well, like I shared like with you like about the retreat without going into like everybody's like stories and details. But I mean, there was just so much like in my own experience. Like that's basically what it was. I'm like, this was my experience, and this is like, it was so amazing. I'm still kind of reeling from it. But I do feel like a different woman. And I think, honestly, this is, like, the first time that I think I've really called myself a woman. Like, I've never really acknowledged myself as a woman or as, like, that divine feminine.
I mean,
like,
I acknowledge you as a woman from the moment I met you, honey.
I know like, that, but, like...
BAM!
I don't know.
Look at that chick.
It's a shift. It's a different mindset shift or something. I feel like... Because when I went there, I feel like I... transformed or shifted like the conscious level. Like I don't know, I feel different. I quite literally feel like the Liz that I left as died, and a new Liz came back. That's like really what I feel like happened. But it's like a new evolution of the mother.
You're still my wife though, right? I just want to make sure that
I didn't get possessed like or anything.
Getting tricked.
No, I'm still your wife.
I'm not. Are you a shapeshifter? Better not be a shapeshifter.
I mean, I am Luna.
Liz walks in.
My
the
Luna
real Liz
rings,
walks through the door. It's like, Dave, how dare you? It's like, but I thought it was you. It looks like you.
So melodramatic. Dave, how dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you,
Dave?
This
is turning into a full episode. You need to cut it down, girl. You need
I know.
To shut her down.
I'm sorry. So yeah, like I said, I could talk about it for forever. We got time.
Okay, I thought we were supposed to jump over to Instagram at 12:30, but
is it 12:30?
Oh, I thought it was 37, not 27.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
and so it looked like 37. It looked like 37. I was like, wow, we're way over time.
No. I've been watching the time. So anyway, I could talk about it a lot, but basically, it was definitely like it was for women only, and it was definitely a really empowering weekend because one, I feel like I got to see my own power within me, but then the power that comes from being together and connected, and then seeing other people's unique powers. And so many young people are so open and ready and so much, further ahead than like where I was when I was 22. Or in that kind of age frame, like, but I know that like around that time I was like beginning my journey, but even still, like, it's just so inspiring to watch.
Absolutely.
And to also be a part of. And that session that I led was so much fun, and I had like such a great time, and I like felt it was so natural. Like that was like the thing that shocked me. It's like I like went into it like it was just so like Chelsea even said, like, she feels like I had taught that before. It was, like, it wasn't, like, the first time. So that was really, because I felt that way, too. So that was really, I have more to develop and think about with that. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about that. So, yeah, this Awake and Bake episode was all about the Divine Mother. And so...
Thank you, Ram Dass.
Thank you, Ram Dass.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Yes, thank you, Chelsea. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Mother Moon.
And Bacon.
And Mother Bacon.
I'm not sure if this is
I don't know if it was either.
Female or mother pig or not, but maybe. Who knows?
Who knows, maybe. It came from a mother at some point, right?
That's right. That's right.
There's Mother Bacon. We'll
Mother
just
Bacon.
say Mother Bacon. And
Mother
then
Bacon.
Mother Mary Jane
Mother Bacon,
here.
Mother
We
Bacon.
have lots of mother energy on the table. I feel like I definitely embody that.
I was
for
gonna
sure.
say, if you jump on the table, damn girl.
So much mother energy. No, I'm just
Cat
kidding.
mother.
So yeah, I am a cat. It's so funny how every morning like they do not like get out of the bed until I get out of bed.
They don't
And
give
they're
a
like
shit
the
about
moment.
me. Don't give a shit about me.
I swear it's like Snow White.
Although Lily does like sleeping.
Lily does like sleeping with you.
Anyway.
But I feel like Snow White because it's like the moment I get out of bed, it's like I have this trail of cats like around me or following me.
Just like woodland creatures.
Yeah, and they're all.
Oh my god! I can
just
only
so,
imagine
and
in
I'm
the
just,
future, you're just gonna be like followed around by like deer and squirrels and stuff.
I already probably.
Oh my
I already
God.
do. I already have
Jesus
nature
Christ.
that clings to me. Like I swear, everywhere we go, I have like a stick or like something that finds me or a bug or whatever. Anyway, so we're gonna go and jump over on Insta. So thank you.
Unlike your hype man, but then also like that, like
Oh my god.
that DJ where he like hits the button at the wrong time, like yeah, that's
Oh
me.
my god. Yeah, so we're going to head over to our Insta. So if you haven't already subscribed here, please do so. Thank you so much for listening and watching. And our Instagram is higher_consciousness_talk, and you can follow us there, and we'll continue the conversation. I don't know if we'll continue about the Divine Mother. Maybe we'll switch and do something else.
Right.
I don't know. It could be a thing.
Let's find out what Ram Dass has for us to talk about.
Ooh, okay. Maybe we'll just do another Ram Dass poll. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.